Welcome to PWCI this week. I'm the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. We're at Pinfall Academy. Pinfall Academy for a private event. The private events at Pinfall Academy are taped for PWCI this week. And in the ring, alright. What? Screeching. Okay. We're gonna move on. He was a hit last week.
I didn't mess it up. I hit the high note. Every time.
He was a hit last week, so he's back on this week making his debut for Pinfall Wrestling Association. Tanner Keeler, from Southern Illinois, graduate out of the IWA Unlimited Dojo in Noble, and the opposition, the other ring came off the mallet. Somehow he lost the other ring on the mallet. Even though he picked it up, he apparently misplaced it because it's not on that mallet anymore. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Your official for this match is referee Scott Barons. Introducing the first competitor standing to my right. From Lunch Ladyland. He weighs, you know it, the wild card, Tanner Keeler. And his opponent standing in the corner to my left. From the midway, weighing 300 pounds, he is a former Pinfall Wrestling Regional Heavyweight Champion, the Great Cardini!
Woo! Alright. Well, this is a private event, so there's not a whole lot of people in the building. Because, well, it's not a big building. This is Pinfall Academy, where you can learn to be a professional wrestler at the former Black Sheep Cafe location, corner of South Grand and 11th Street in Springfield, Illinois, as Cardini and Tanner with the collar double tie-up, and nobody gains an advantage at this point. Pinfall Wrestling's next event will be on August the 28th for the Toga Steve Memorial Tournament. This will be the 8th one. It's a tag team tournament. Cardini shoulder block on Tanner, and he doesn't budge hardly. Neither does Cardini. Off the ropes. And another shoulder block, and Tanner hangs on. So far, the only team that's been announced that's entering the tag team tournament will be Tom Arson teaming for the first time with Casey Jackson. Cardini off the ropes and a shoulder block, and down goes Tanner Keeler. Referee Scott Barons, your official for this match. They're slugging it out in the corner. Now, the regional heavyweight title, Cardini was named a former regional champ. He lost it earlier this year. The belt has changed hands multiple times. IJ Sweet won the title. Then Phage, Pumpkin King, won the title from IJ Sweet. Cardini was a factor in that match. Then, a couple of weeks ago, July 24th, the title changed hands again. IJ Sweet and Cardini got involved in the match again. When shenanigans started happening, the referees were knocked out and multiple people started interfering in the match. Stephen Bishop walked away, the new regional heavyweight champion, the 20-year veteran of the squared circle. Now I believe he's had a reign as the CIPW heavyweight champ, but this is the first time he's had the top title at Pinfall Wrestling. So the title has changed hands on 4 successive events. Belly to belly by Tanner Keeler, and off the ropes, senton. And there's maybe an upset here, and a kick out at 2. So next in line for the regional heavyweight title, and this is a reschedule. It was supposed to take place on July the 24th, at least the winner between Bishop and Page. It was going to be Spencer Powers. That has been moved back to August the 28th. Spencer Powers, who's held the PWA heavyweight title before it was unified with the regional title back in May 2014, held it till February 2015, won the belt and lost the belt to the man he held the PWA tag titles with, Guy Smith, all those years ago. Anyway, Tanner Keeler off the ropes and down he goes, side elbow, and Cardini scoops him up, power slam, and Keeler hangs on. Keeler kicks out, and now he's calling, Cardini is calling the birthday boy over. Cardini is saying something to him. Now this is a birthday party. Yes, it is. This is the person of honor. He is a big-time wrestling fan, appears at all the Pinfall wrestling events. Cardini is having...
Tough for it. You gonna kick me? You tough enough for that?
Wait, what in the... What the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the freaking world?
Hero of the match, Dominic!
Okay, well, Cardini and Tanner Keeler looks like they have aborted their match to give the birthday boy, let's say his WrestleMania moment. That was bizarre. Anyway, officially, it's going to go in the record books as a no contest for obvious reasons. But anyway, maybe we'll see more Tanner Keeler in Pinfall Wrestling. Will they bring him back? We don't know. Regardless, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a look at the weekend schedule. After that, a couple of faces make a return to Pinfall Wrestling for one night only.
As drivers, we make a million little choices each and every time we get behind the wheel. Choices like distracted driving, DUI, speeding, and no seatbelt are proven killers. But there's another threat lurking on your roadways that you need to consider. It's the choice by drivers to ignore the move-over law. This lethal choice has led to the death of first responders from all over the state. Men and women sworn to serve and protect you, the people of Illinois.
Slow down, move over. It's the law.
Last week we lost 4 members of the Midwestern wrestling scene, so we take a moment to remember those we have lost. Well, last week was pretty rough for the long-time fans in Midwest wrestling. It's like one right after the other in the span of a couple of days. As Anakin Murphy makes his way, steps into the ring, making his return to Pinfall Wrestling. He had been suspended after a canceling at the last minute to wrestle in another event, causing a full rewrite of the lineup. But he has been cleared to wrestle here today. And this is a battle for Jacksonville. Anakin Murphy, who is a graduate of Jacksonville High School, takes on the returning ZC Hendricks, graduate of Route. Wow. Bit of a change of attitude here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Your official for this match is referee Scott Behrens. Introducing the first competitor standing in the corner to my right, from Jacksonville, Illinois, weighing 145 pounds. There is no hope, Anakin Murphy! And his opponent standing in the corner to my left, from the slums of Shaolin, weighing in at 17 coconuts, ZC Hendricks!
I cheer for myself because I know how.
Wow.
Man.
ZC Hendricks returning to Pinfall Wrestling. He made his debut in 2020 in the couple of months before COVID shut down everything. Got to wrestle his 5th professional match in his hometown of Jacksonville. Of course, he has moved out since then. Oh, look at that.
This is my town. I've been here since 1945. You don't even belong in the ring with me.
Well, hell, that must mean you're easy to whip.
1945. Great. Anyway, the wrestlers we lost over the past week, Marcus Mansfield actually wrestled the first time seeing him compete. Was at the Prairie Capital Convention Center in a tag team match against the Bushwhackers for the National Wrestling Federation believe that was in 1999. As Murphy flying head scissors and ZC Hendricks gonna bail to the outside.
He's actually pretty good.
Hendricks is trying to leave the venue, but Murphy with the suicide dive to the outside onto the wooden floor of Pinfall Academy. Anyway, Murphy gonna get back in. Charges. That is a bit close quarters in here.
That's two. You can't do that again.
It's not as bad as the previous birthday party where it was a bit more crowded. And they want to see him do it again. Here comes Murphy. And gets caught. Body slam on the floor. That may have been ill-timed. Somebody returning to their seat. Also want to note that assassin Jody Hamilton, native of St. Joseph, Missouri,
Come on, four. I don't count with me. Count faster.
passed, well, been a long time figure in the National Wrestling Alliance.
This is your
Suplex
guy.
by Hendricks.
I don't suck.
Promoter of USA Championship Wrestling, Bert Prentice, who that promotion returned to Illinois just a couple of weeks ago for the annual Superman Festival in Metropolis, Illinois. Used to hear about USA Championship Wrestling coming to the state of Illinois and the Southern Illinois area every so often, but
I'm just so good.
hadn't been there for quite a long time. Beautiful Bobby Eaton. He's had health problems over the last 10 years or so. Actually had a pacemaker put in. Still put in appearances in wrestling promotions and actually managed wrestlers. Because the death of Bobby Eaton was kind of unexpected. A GoFundMe had to be set up to raise money to cover his final expenses, and they met that goal very quickly, as so many in the wrestling business were big fans of Bobby Eaton and contributed to help cover his expenses. And basically, Eaton lost his wife like about a month prior to his own death. So
Oh man, I can't believe this is your guys' guy.
Eaton is at peace, the one half of the Midnight Express, as Anakin Murphy kicks out at 2. ZC Hendricks, who is a graduate of the Harley Race Wrestling Academy down in Troy, Missouri. He wanted to train for at Pinfall Academy, but it was closed. The Auburn location shut, and there's no training in the Central Illinois region. He went down to train under Harley Race in the year before he passed away.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Quit saying I suck. I'm the best.
You suck.
Fans giving Hendricks grief. Anyway, World League Wrestling will be returned to action in Troy, Missouri this weekend on the 14th. Another cover and another 2 count. Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme in Street, Illinois at the Starved Rock Motor Inn. The 14th. Mid-Missouri Wrestling Alliance in St. Louis at the South Broadway Athletic Club. Most of the shows happening this weekend, of course, either limited with their weekly Tuesday events. Pinfall Wrestling, of course, will be returning to action on August 28th at the Toka Memorial Tournament as Anakin Murphy fires a forearm shot to ZC Hendricks. I had a number of things I wanted to say that's happening around the area lately. There is a possibility that indoor events may be shut down yet again, forcing promotions like Pinfall Wrestling to hold their events outside due to COVID resurging, but also politicians trying the same things that didn't work last time and won't work this time.
Fell to the mat before he made contact. Means he was out on his feet.
It's over! Top rope brainbuster!
Hendricks tried to land a super kick and Murphy collapsed before that kick landed. Murphy fights his way out of it. Headbutt. Murphy. Missile drop kick. And ZC Hendricks is down. The following weekend, the Missouri Wrestling Alliance returns to Imperial on the 20th. Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme in Cedar Point on the 21st at the Gunsmoke Grill. That Wrestling Coalition in Homer, Illinois at the Homer Opera House. St. Louis Anarchy on the 20th in Grant City at the Elks Lodge. Murphy back to his feet. Charges in, clothesline on Hendricks. Another clothesline. Kick to the gut. Go for a pile driver. Blocked. Murphy. Kick to the face. Goes for the cover. Only a 2. Grabs the rope. So yes, the governor and his merry men putting in mask mandates again, and now attempting to implement mandatory vaccinations for a vaccine that's not been FDA approved. Spinebuster by Hendricks, and I've really got a problem with that. Ooh, hits it. Yeah, the governor has no right to force anybody to take a vaccine. Absolutely not. And they're trying to threaten people's jobs over this vaccine, not taking it. It should be my body, my choice. I shouldn't be treated like a second-class citizen and discriminated against because I'm looking out for my health by not taking a vaccine that may or may not help me. In fact, the majority of cases recently have been of people who had the vaccine, so is the vaccine actually effective or not? It appears more and more likely that it may not be, and they're talking about 3rd, 4th, and 5th doses of the vaccine. Yeah, 5 shots. Kick to the head, and only a 2 count. Yeah, this is the last few days. We're talking about up to 5 shots. It's absolutely ridiculous. People in this country gotta stand up against it and fight like hell because politicians are back to their old ways, exploiting the pandemic for their own political gain, selfish political gain. Kick to the back of the head, and Hendricks goes down. I wanted to cover that this week, but the loss of the 4 personalities kind of changed everything around, so maybe a later time. Murphy! Senton off the top! Cover, 3 count. That actually is Murphy's first victory in Pinfall Wrestling Association. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Now, I didn't give this match up as much attention as I otherwise would have. But breaking news in things changing on the ground necessitated for me to make a few comments.
Get him back.
Go for it.
Code of honor.
Smack him in the face.
Go on. Hand behind
Yes.
the bar. On my mother. Come on. You did pretty good. You almost broke my
You
neck.
did all right.
You got it, man. See? Yeah. Yeah. Oh!
That was
A low blow!
I think he used Pinky's mind.
Murphy with a low blow.
You suck, Pinky.
I tried to respect you. But I'm sick and tired of being disrespected by you, especially you. I'm tired of. So the next place we can see me is doing this exact same thing to IJ Sweet arrested for a kill.
Wow! The shot across the bow of IJ Sweet. We are going to look at that match in a couple of weeks, but next week we're going to have more matches from Pinfall Wrestling right here at Pinfall Academy, 1320 South 11th Street in Springfield. That'll do it for this edition of the program. I'm the Anakin Murphy. Have a good night, everybody.